Here with Colin Flyr and Coach Johnson of the boys baseball team. So far, a 6-7 start, with 4 of those losses coming to powerhouses like Bell West and Lincoln East. Can you just tell me how the season's going so far?
I think that I think we're moving along. We're not where we want to be yet, but I think we've certainly made a lot of progress, and our players are just buying into improving and looking to get better, not focusing on the outcome of our games necessarily. And so, to that standpoint, really good. There's a few games that got away from us, or that we've had a lot of close baseball games, and certainly always want to win each of those, but. To their credit, they bought in and hung on to a lot of close games this season already.
Yeah, going with what he said, we're really investing in with what our coaches are saying, really sticking with our plan when we're at the plate, and really trusting our defense, since that's really a strong point for us right now.
The defense, the all-star pitching. Caden Bell has a 1.31 ERA. He's 2-0. He has 33 strikeouts. That's the most in the state. And you also got Ryan Eichhoff. You pitched some. The pitching has been outstanding. You want to just tell me what goes into all that pitching?
Yeah, with Sliva calling the pitches and Brent behind the plate, they really help us control the game of where we want the pitches and really keep the hitters guessing to help us. And then with them, as pitchers, we try and let them just hit the ball and let our defense work it out for us and collect those outs.
Right now we're just. Our scores, when you look at our scores, it's last night was 4-2, I think it was 5-3. We've had some 2-1, 3-2 games where we're just, it's almost like we're playing a district game every single day. Our strength right now is clearly pitching and defense, but, while we want to hit the ball better, and there's definitely a level of frustration at times with the hitting, if we can keep pitching and defense, especially when it comes to postseason and tournaments and districts, there's not much room for error, and so if we can keep doing those two things well, we're gonna have a shot against every single team we go up against.
When it comes to offense, though, Colin, you lead the team in batting average, on-base percentage, hits, and home runs. You reach base 50% of the time. Your offense is really great. What do you do specifically on your offense to make it so good?
I just stick with a plan and really hunt the fastball. And then if I end up getting 2 strikes, as coach would always tell us, choke up, lighten up, and then really just try and put the ball in play as much as possible. So
you mentioned that the offense does need some improvement. How do you work in improving them and getting them hits and more runs?
Well, that just goes down to practice, and we trust our guys to hold themselves accountable to whether it's the reps on the tee, whether it's reps in the cage, just knowing you can craft your swing and improve it every single day. We've also incorporated a lot more just live hitting into practices last week, and I thought that was huge for us because while our batting average on the season doesn't look great, over the last week and a half it's definitely been better. And our bats, while it may not show in the box score, the batting average, our bats have been significantly better the last week and a half, and the type of pitching we faced has been really good. It's been really good the whole season, so it's not like we're seeing easier pitchers. We're still seeing, we saw Kearney, Norris, Waverly, we saw all their number 1 pitchers. So again, while it's frustrating to look at the offense, it's really encouraging at the same time that we're beating those types of pitchers, because again, that's who you're going to see in district. So we incorporated a lot of live at-bat stuff the last week and a half, which really helped the players transfer mentally what they're trying to do, like Colin talked about, his approach, hunting fastball and just choking up, thinking about fastball 2 strikes. I didn't realize as a coach how much of a difference that made, because our players really bought into that, and I think it helped them transfer that mentality into a game and trust that in a game situation.
Yeah, I'd just say at the beginning of the season we weren't as aggressive, but we're slowly starting to get that aggression back so we can really attack those first few pitches when we know they're more likely going to be strikes.
All right, thank you guys.
You bet.
Thank you.
Yep.